What's up, guys? Matthew, you're gonna watch Season 3, Episode 13 of My Hero Academia. Last episode, oh boy, almost made me cry. Got me very close to crying. You guys know how much I love Inko. And everyone, All Might is fucking amazing. Oh my god, this show is so good, man. I think I said this before, but My Hero Academia is one of those animes that, like, I don't want anyone to misunderstand me. That's my catchphrase here. Whenever I say My Hero Academia isn't like the most complex, like 8-tier, 5D chess level anime with fucking, you know what I mean, time travel and this and that. Like, it's semi-simple, but it's a simple story that one does everything perfectly, and two, it's like they sprinkle cocaine in the story, and you know what I mean. You'll be like watching, oh, this is good, this is good. Oh my god, this is so, like, it just energizes you, it hypes you up. This whole season has been phenomenal. Definitely already my favorite season of the show, and I know that, it gets even, I don't want to say even better, because last couple episodes were really goddamn good, but I know that it keeps that level of excitement. So I'm very interested to get into the next, or get into this episode. If you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. I'm already very far ahead over on Patreon. If you check the YouTube comments, it'll say the exact episode that I'm currently on. And if you enjoy the content that I make for the channel, I would really appreciate if you subscribed. Let's get into episode 13.
I will protect your son, even if it costs me my life.
No! Oh! Stop trying to get me to cry 2 episodes in a row over the same fucking scenes. Move on.
Don't give up your life. He needs you.
I don't even think I mentioned it. Like, she's inspirational herself. I know I talked about, like, how episode 11, All Might's inspirational nature made me cry, or almost cry. Inko is, like, you know what I mean? Again, motherly inspirational, if that makes any sense. Like,
if you're going to go back to this school,
yes, All Might is a hero, and he's probably the greatest human of all time. But, like, it's great how just a simple mother can almost hit those same notes, or does hit those same notes, even surpasses some of those notes, just because of how fucking good of a mother she is.
the hero you admire so much actually began to admire you.
Aww.
I'm proud of you too, Izuku, my baby.
I have such goosebumps.
She wants me to be a mentor, to act like a natural-born hero instead of the symbol of peace. You have a really good mother.
The best, the greatest mother in the history of anime.
You know, she reminds me of my
She
predecessor.
does?
she's kind of bad.
It's the hairstyle.
Oh, sure.
And she's got the mighty heart of a hero.
Ew. Look at that walking skeleton.
What, motherfucker? He's on the news. You know that's All Might.
After my mother gave me permission, I left home and started a new
No. That's good. Damn, that's sad. Do you get to see your mom at all? Probably talk. Where was that guy at? Where was Kirishima at? He flying? And how does Ojiro wear stuff? Oh, my baby. Come on, dude. And why are you stancing like that, Sue? I don't trust you! I don't trust him! Okay, I know we're putting Deku and Bakugo in the same room.
About a 5-minute walk from the main school, they built a student dorm.
They built? Like, in one day? Oh, cement toss.
Our new home.
Like, are we doing, like, two people in a dorm? Or, like, is it one giant common area? Or how are we doing this?
It's also how we're addressing one of the threats we've yet to take care of, the leak. A feeling of unease has settled upon our school. To help alleviate that,
Is it Aoyama? Why am I so...
it pains me to suspect not just the teachers, but the students as well. Unfortunately, right now,
Oh, it's a way to watch over them. Didn't think of that.
and I have no doubt that this will have big ramifications on us as time passes. What UA needs right now is positive energy and revitalization.
You need to go make a connection to Endeavor, too. Like...
There's a bright future ahead of them, despite what they've endured.
Given everything that has happened, I'm glad we were able to bring Class A back together.
So we all got the go-ahead to move on campus.
Yes,
A
Sarah.
lot of convincing from my parents.
I was pretty concerned about
Hakuri's good. Just anytime there's danger, whoosh, hide in the corner.
I suspect it was easier for administration to let the teachers return instead of revamping the entire faculty.
Yeah. Politics.
I'll explain how your dorm assignments will work shortly. First, however, we haven't forgotten about the provisional hero licenses you were supposed to get during the training camp.
Handing them out now?
Yeah, that's what we were there for.
So much is
Real quick, I got a question. So I know that there's like these hero licenses so you can use your powers. Is it like in public or like am I legally not allowed to use my power out in my house?
I'm going to set aside a number of issues and just say this. If it weren't for All Might's retirement from the hero scene, I would expel everyone here.
God
except
damn.
Bakugo Jiro and
Hagakure! Let's go, baby!
of course, but also the remaining 12 who didn't stop them. You betrayed our trust, even if it was
They stuck together though.
in order to regain our confidence. You'll need to obey every rule to the letter and live as model students. That's all. Now,
Oh, yes, sir.
We're supposed to be excited after that speech?
Hagakure Bakugo. I forget the other one. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, why are you kidnapping Kaminari?
What did Bakugo do to you?
Kirishima.
One by one?
Did you shake him down for cash?
Oh my god.
My money, you idiot! To replace what you spent!
How'd you know I bought night vision goggles?
Don't say I never gave you anything.
Hagakure is a top 3 student right now.
Kaminari, show him your dumb side.
Oh man, Moron, you're so hopeless.
Jesus Christ, just kiss already. We know, again, like, do we get to pick how this works, or like?
blowing off steam is the best thing to do, I guess.
Totally, man, totally.
Sorry, everyone. I know this will make up for it, but let's all go out to eat tonight on me.
Can we just leave the campus? This seems kind of dangerous to put all of them together as like a target.
Story holds one class.
Oh wow,
Girls are on the right, and boys are on the
oh, it's
left.
all the same building. Is every student in UA here, or just Class A?
Doth mine ears deceive me?
Ah!
Are located in the common space?
What is that thing?
Is this heaven?
What the fuck is that thing?
And you'll behave yourself.
Yes, sir.
Living quarters.
He's gonna be scheming for the next fucking 4 seasons. Everyone's
so
up.
beat.
We hanging out in the.
You and
Yeah.
me both. You done unpacking?
I think so.
Feels good, right?
I know we could have died, but it's kind of a
Oh brother. I know we could have fucking lost our lives.
way to increase our cooperation and discipline. How smart! So you never relax, do you?
Hiya, boys. All done with your rooms?
Yep, we're just unwinding.
What the fuck was that?
And we have a great idea. Let's go around and see who has the coolest room.
Deku.
No way, you can't go in there, please.
Deku, all Might.
It's All Might,
What the hell?
fanboy.
Well, I admire him. This is embarrassing.
Does this mean they're judging our rooms too?
Probably.
Yes.
Could end up a good time.
No way.
Okay. Damn, Hagakure, nice job. And Ishida.
So dark and scary.
You evil motherfucker. Revel in the, what is it, Revel in the Darkness? I don't know. Reverie in the Darkness, something like that.
Just like to decorate.
Please, knife.
A sword? So cool.
Sorry, Tokoyami, Jesus. Mirrors.
It's not shiny, it's magnifique.
Exactly what I pictured. Honestly, I expected more. This is turning out to be really fun. The last person on this floor is...
Pictures of all the students.
I've got so much to show you.
So, the third floor?
Where are you going? Come back.
It's so bare in here.
He has no personality at all.
Whoa, it looks like a library in here. That's the class rep for you.
You'll find nothing odd in here.
What are you hiding?
Really?
This is the store in the mall I'd avoid.
I can't even tell the fuck this is.
It's perfect.
That's kind of weird.
He has a rabbit! It's so cute!
Coda? Is it Coda?
Fair, we don't get pets. You're trying to buy the judge's love.
We're going to their rooms too, right?
They said it was a contest to see who had the coolest dorm room.
Inclu-
Well, what about
He's
this?
fucking
We have to see the
evil.
girls' rooms to tell which one's best. Their interior design skills should be held at the same standard as ours.
Oh my god. I feel so bad for these poor women.
Is how the very first Class 1A Best Room contest got its start.
Well, it's already started.
Storms? I suppose. If we must!
Why are you guys so fucking weird? Why is everyone... I fucking hate how weird y'all are.
This doesn't have to be a contest.
Everything's a contest.
If I was the only one asking to see the other rooms, then everyone would yell at me.
I want to
Since
choke
all
him
these
out.
guys with bruised egos are on board, I get to join in all inconspicuous like. The whole class is doing it, so why
You're not
shouldn't I,
inconspicuous.
right? I'm gonna be rummaging through the girls' rooms.
No.
Who knows what?
Oh my god, he's going fucking... The panty raid!
Not that I care, but you might not get what I'm going for. A den of manliness.
It's okay.
If I found out my boyfriend had a room that looked like this, I'd dump him.
God damn.
Makes me want to work out.
You get it.
Next up,
You want to come to my room, baby? I will give you a workout.
more like nothing at all, dude.
So you're a minimum.
No, we're getting to the point where now the minor characters don't even have personalities?
Guys like this always have a super pervy side.
All done. Let's head up to the 5th floor. We'll start with Sarah.
Are we seriously doing everyone?
Yes.
Wow.
Hey!
Lovely.
Sarah, I didn't peg you.
My boy getting some game. Ashita was feeling up on him earlier in the season.
Moving.
Next is Todoroki's room, right? The most capable student in our class.
The most handsome boy in
Whoa! Ashido, you... Whoa?
This isn't your house.
You remodel this.
I was gonna say, how did these motherfuckers bring so much stuff?
With hard work.
You are a beast.
You'll make such a good pro.
Pretty boys always have tricks up
Oh my god, Ashido is feeling Todoroki.
Crap, I forgot about that.
You burnt
I
it?
finished unpacking really early, so I started to bake a chiffon cake. I thought we could all eat it together.
Aw, so cute.
Yeah, but... Want some?
Yeah!
The strong guy's an expert baker?
There you go, my boy. He's getting in. Oh my god, Hagakure.
Forget Sarah. This is unexpected.
I think it's great that you have such a.
Sato got in, man.
Whoa, you've got so
Yeah, it
many
looks kinda normal.
instruments.
It's because Jiro's totally.
Soundproof her fucking room. I don't want to hear this shit all day.
Your room's girlier than this.
Because I've got style. We're done here.
What did Ayama do?
Welcome in, guys. What do you think?
God!
Plus ultra.
The Pantyr. Sorry.
Next is Asui.
Wait, where is Sue? Haven't seen her.
She locked the goddamn
She
doors.
wasn't feeling too good, so she's in her room.
Well, we shouldn't bother her. She can show us later.
No. We will see now. Aww.
The last one up is Yaoyorozu.
We need Mongoose to come back.
Miscalculated a few things. My room's a little bit more
She didn't even have to pack anything. She just fucking went there.
creative as some of yours.
That bed is huge. You can't even walk in here.
It's my furniture from home, so I thought it fit. I had no idea how small these dorm rooms would end up being.
I forget how rich she is.
But just switch the bed.
Has everyone got their votes in?
My vote.
Elf guys. And now it's
I liked Jiro's room.
best room competition minus Bakugo and Sue. Drum roll, please. With a total of 5 votes, the overwhelming winner of this totally awesome contest is
Sato?
Rikido Sato.
My boy! I was gonna say all the 5 girls voted for him.
It was delicious. I want some more.
I'll give you some more if you give me something in return.
Firing heroes shouldn't resort to bribery. It wasn't on purpose. What the heck?
Is it over? Can I?
Oh my, is it over? About to die?
Sue said she had something she wanted to tell everyone.
You guys know I'm pretty
Why
straightforward.
are you posted up like that?
What's on my mind?
Yeah?
Sometimes, I don't know. I'm at a loss. Remember what I said back at the hospital when you were talking about the rescue? Going after Bakugo would break the rules. That means you'd be acting like villains,
Jesus.
not heroes.
Did she feel like she let her friends down?
Yeah, every word.
My heart was hurting, and the things I said must have upset you.
okay, Sue.
Despite my warning, you still went and saved Bakugo.
Stop holding your arms like that.
That until this morning. I thought I'd stopped you, but it turns out I was worthless.
No, my baby! Give me a hug.
I had no idea what to say. I didn't think I deserved to joke around and have fun with everyone like usual.
Give me a hug!
It made me so sad to be without you.
Yeah, why is every episode making me cry? What's going on?
Even if I'm still not sure how I'm supposed to be feeling, I wanted you to know so we can hang out and talk and have a good time again.
Deku, hug her!
Everyone felt pretty bad and wanted things back the way they used to be before. That's why we did the room contest, to bring us closer together and make us feel like a class again.
No, I get it.
What I'm saying is, let's all work hard at our training and be good friends again, okay?
I love everyone. Again, it was such a complicated situation too. Like,
Sorry!
hug!
Telling us how you feel!
Give her a hug! I want hugs. I want a group hug.
Sue, listen, I won't make you sad again.
Me either.
We promise.
And you guys can't break the rules anymore or you're done.
That's right. Everyone wants things
Done.
to go back to normal.
And they never would.
To feel stable, even though so much has changed.
Future Deku's about to start fucking speaking.
It's our duty to make each other better, stronger, so we can become heroes together.
Hello? Another really good episode. Obviously, this felt very much like a sort of a cool down episode. Being hit by such an intense, emotionally provoking or wrecking arc like the last couple episodes. So this felt like the sort of refresh period, and it's starting an episode we're gonna build up to, I would assume, an epic last couple episodes of the third season. Obviously my highlight for the episode was that last scene with Sue. I want to say this, and you guys, I've been saying it since the beginning of the show, but genuinely, there's like 30 characters in the show that I wish could be like main characters, and obviously, people like, I would say Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, Ochako, and then I would put Tenya. Tenya sometimes slips down a little bit, but I think for the most part, those are our big five of Class A. Those are the ones that are almost always presented as major characters. The other ones sort of rotate in the spotlight, you know what I mean? Typically, Sue, Yaoyorozu, Kirishima, Kaminari, those characters are typically the next tier. But sometimes they, like I said, they rotate into different tiers. And then people like Sato and Koda and all that are sort of typically the bottom tier, like usually not that focused on. So it's, again, I really like that Sato moment right there because, like, genuinely, he's probably like one of the bottom three, like, again, I didn't even know his quirk until fucking season 2, or like the final exam. So I like when those characters get those moments, like season 2, episode 20, when Sero wins that fucking contest. Like, that took me so off guard because it's Sero, and Sero won something. Like, I really like when each character gets their own little sort of focus or highlight moment in the sun, if you will. I really do enjoy stuff like that. I want to see more of that. And like I was trying to say, with the sort of tiers, how you have the main characters, you have the pretty important recurring characters, and then you have the kind of characters in Class A that are kind of bummy. You don't really see them that much, but even still, I love them all. And again, it's a little disappointing. Some of them, people like, again, Sato, Ojiro, you know what I mean? What's his name? Shoji. People like them, they don't really have focus at all, pretty much. But I still care about those guys, and then even still, like, people, again, I would also include Hagakure in that, but it's a little different because, and I think everyone, a show like this, especially where there's so many characters and so many, like, minor, important, weird characters, everyone has those weird little obsessions. You guys know how much I love Hagakure. Like, I should probably say it's probably Hagakure, but I'm gonna keep saying Hagakure. I just love her so much. She's so funny to look at, and I don't know. Something I do want to say, and it's something I feel like I feel the need to refresh. I don't know. It's. I know people like summarize it as like fan service. They just say that anytime there's like inappropriateness or overly sexual visuals. It is very annoying. I talk about this in like almost all of my animes because sadly that's just how anime is. Like, it really is unnecessary. And the reason I say it's unnecessary, and I want people to understand this, and it's something that I was talking to my friend about the other day, or one of my friends. Anime is sexualized. That's, you know, it's a known thing. And even like, obviously, you know what I mean? Something like, I'm gonna get very, very vulgar here, very blatant. Shit like vaginas and penises, I'm gonna flagged. No, flagged on the video. Stuff like that, obviously that stuff isn't sexualized because it's, you know what I mean, that's very sort of explicit. That stuff's not really shown at all in anime, even very sexual animes. But something like boobs and butts, they're very common. I don't even know, like, I'm not some fucking, like, you know what I mean, social, like, I know every little in and out of society. I don't necessarily know how to word what I'm trying to say. This stuff's very normalized, you know, and they really aren't butts and boobs. They're not sexual things like the other two things are, but they're sexualized. So anime tends to sort of hypersexualize those things. With women, obviously, women typically that's what they're, you know what I mean, connected to. They have boobs and they have butts. With men, I would say this, like, even the men in this show, or the men, not even men, the boys and girls, because they're underage, but like people having like 8-pack fucking abs and biceps and all that you could argue that is also maybe slightly over sexualized, but because, you know what I mean, like when the sort of normal society, when you think of a man, people don't think of, oh, man has a good butt. So they don't focus on butts, other than All Might's man ass. They don't really focus on any other butts, you know what I mean? Chests, they don't focus on male chests in sort of common society to sexualize. So it stands out very much with the female characters, obviously, because of the proportions and all that. But what I'm trying to say is this. For me personally, even... I hope people don't misunderstand me. For me personally, like, I'm looking at pixels, if that makes any sense. So, like, when I see, like, an underage girl, like, that they do so often in these shows, and specifically in these shows, when I see an underage girl that's hypersexualized, I don't, like, my immediate gut reaction isn't like, oh, that's a minor. It's just, like, that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? It's sort of like an uncomfortable, like, I don't see a minor because it's cartoons, but at the same time, I know that that's supposed to be a minor, so it's a little jarring sometimes. But overall, my main point that I'm trying to make, I feel like I'm not getting my point as I would like to. The main thing I want to say is this. I personally don't have a problem with over-sexualized characters as long as you give them character, if that makes any sense. So, I don't have a... I'm sorry. Characters like Yaoyorozu and Ochako. Now, Yaoyorozu is obviously the most sexualized character in the entire show, I would argue. Especially from a Class A perspective as well. But I feel like she's always in that constant second tier that I was talking about. She's always given importance, or important scenes, or important dialogue, specifically the last, like, in Season 2 and 3. Season 1, not at all. But she's given that character work and character focus and an arc of sorts. So, as long as I'm seeing development and I'm seeing important character movement from those characters, I'm fine if you want to sexualize. Like I said, I would prefer that you don't, but I don't have a problem with it. Ochako, same sort of thing. Ochako is not as sexualized as other characters, obviously because she's one of the main ones. I feel like one of the main characters that I was talking about. I feel like they don't tend to, most shows, especially shonen shows, they don't like to over-sexualize their main 2 or 3 women. But again, like I said, Ochako, because she's such an important part of the role in the story, and she has great character work, and you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's fine if you sexualize her, but I mean, I don't have a problem with it. But when it gets to characters, like Hagakure, or Midnight, or, you know, or Mount Lady, or stuff like that, where it feels like, with Midnight and Mount Lady, it feels like their only sort of character trait is the fact that they're over-sexualized. When you get to someone like Hagakure, who was mostly in the background, and then every time she comes into frame, and even though she's fucking invisible, you can't see her. You know, it's very sort of emphasized, her fucking, you know, her boobs and shit like that. That stuff kind of gets to me. That's really annoying. Because we don't do that for, like I said, it's harder to do for, that's what I was trying to say. It's harder to sexualize a man because of the societal norms of, you know what I mean? A shirtless man is a normal thing. You know, you don't think typically most people, a common casual, me, I'm a man-ass enjoyer. No, but a casual audience member doesn't immediately sexualize male butts, but they would with boobs and butts on women. So it's difficult, but I don't know. I always have these conversations. I know I've had it a couple times in My Hero already. I know I talked about it in Oshinoko. I think I talked about one time, and some other stuff. One Piece definitely a couple times. When I have these conversations, I don't necessarily know if I have a point. I'm just sort of trying to like express some of my feelings about it. And it's a very complicated thing. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's very different for me than like live action, to where it's real people. And you know what I mean? Like with animation, I don't really care that much. It's not real people. It's not real things. So yeah, it's over sexualized, but like it's cartoons. You know what I mean? It's animation. It's drawings. It's completely fictional. I'm not like, it's not abhorrent for me. I don't like, oh, what is wrong? It's just sort of like, it really, dude. Like Mineta, like every anime, sadly it seems, needs a fucking pervert horny character, and I think they're overused. I think it's somewhat, like I said, going back to that same sort of thing in the sense of I don't know if fine is the right word, but I'm okay if a woman character is very over sexualized, yet they have very good character development. In the same way, paralleling with a pervert character, someone like Mineta, their only character trait is being a fucking pervert. I don't like that. You think of something like One Piece, where I'm not going to get into major spoilers or anything like that, but their main pervert character, Sanji, he's a horn dog. You know what I mean? It's very prevalent. But I think that he's a very well-written, strong character otherwise. So I'm sort of almost like I'll let it slide sort of thing. Like, I have that mindset. So, I don't know. Again, I don't know what my point was. I don't know if I was said anything important or anything like that. But I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Because, it's a weird feeling when I watch it. That did take up a lot of my discussion, I will say. Again, most of that stuff was like sort of the cool down, funny, like, you know, let's get back again, like Sue and Ochako were saying, like, you sort of get the crew back together. We had a little rough spot, a big disagreement, and I'm sure that there will be big disagreements in the future. But that's okay. You have disagreements. That's fine. Like I said, I even during that arc and when that was happening, I didn't know what to believe in, because from like a morality, if I mean, from a morality aspect, from a caring about Bakugo and wanting to save Bakugo and doing that, and also just sort of respecting and you know, really liking the decisions that our class makes. It was sort of like, yeah, I do want them to go after that. I do want Deku to sort of do something that I feel like All Might would do, but at the same time, I think the part of me that held me back in that scene, it's something that it does continuously hold me back. I've said this a couple times. This is a show about Deku. And this is a show about Shigaraki, and this is a show about that generation. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason. It's called My Hero Academia. We're training to be heroes. Deku, Todoroki, Bakugo, Ochako, Tenya. On the other side, you know, Shigaraki, I would assume people like Dabi and Toga and, you know, some of the other people. There are main characters, there are main heroes, and there are main villains, because we're focusing on this generation. We're focusing on the new people. They're training. They're getting better. Whereas I feel like if we just zoomed out and you were thinking of this as like a Marvel thing, you would be like, oh, the main characters should be All Might and Aizawa and Endeavor and Best Jeanist and Midnight, and, you know, Mount Lady and Kamui Woods. You would think like that. A part of me kind of does feel like that, because I feel like if we had this, you know, such a fucking major threat as the League of Villains, like, the people at the spearhead against them should be our strongest heroes. But I repeat, and not that I have a problem with this, but the story is about this new generation. It's about Deku. It's about all those guys. So I think a part of me has to sort of let go of that. Like I'm not saying it's bad writing, but or cheap writing. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying this. Pretty much all of the major top tier problems, like at the end of the story, like. And even now, like, they sort of need to be handled by the kids just for story's sake. You know, we're not going to have the first 5 seasons of the show be the kids do jack shit, sit in a corner while All Might, you know, fucks people up. It's not going to be the story. The story, we have to follow our kids. So And I don't, at the end of like the finale, I don't fucking expect Endeavor versus Shigaraki to be the, no, it's Deku Shigaraki. So, again, like I said, I think a part of me has to let go of like a, again, I keep joking, like calling UA bums. Like I'm exaggerating, and again, I'm not calling it bad writing. I just need to understand that this is about the kids, so the kids need to, they need to handle the big shit. So I need to remember that. But other than that, I thought that it was a phenomenal episode. Like I said, Sue almost made me cry. That's 3 episodes in a row that I've almost cried. All Might, Inko, Sue, who the fuck's next? Am I gonna cry over fucking Kaminori's backstory next episode? I don't know. But I am very excited to continue watching. I will see you guys in a couple days. You guys have a good one. Please like the video, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. It really helps me out. And check out the Patreon if you're interested in early full-length reactions. Other than that, I will see you guys. You guys have a good one.